Have you ever considered drop shipping? Not me. Girl, let's talk about it. Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Taj with Taj Beauty Emporium, and let's just jump up in this thing. So have you ever considered to do drop shipping? Do you do drop shipping now? Like, once upon a time, I didn't even know what drop shipping was, child. And I'm talking like 5 years ago. I didn't know what drop shipping was, and I've heard the term being thrown out here and there. And so I was kind of like, what the hell is drop shipping, right? And so I ended up doing some little research or whatever, trying to figure out what drop shipping was. And child, now listen, some people do it, and I ain't knocking nobody because they find it beneficial, right? That ain't for me. That wasn't for me, okay? So let's just talk about why I don't use drop shipping, or why I've never even considered using drop shipping, right? Now this video is not to knock nobody who do drop shipping, right? Because everybody do what works for them, but I'm just telling you that it wasn't gonna work for me, and I'm gonna give you my reasons why I wouldn't use drop shipping. Okay, so let's just talk about what drop shipping is. Drop shipping is a fulfillment method where a store doesn't keep the product it sells in stock. Instead, the store purchases the item from a third-party supplier, and it gets shipped directly to the customer. As a result, the seller doesn't have to handle product directly. So the selling merchant doesn't stock or own the inventory. Let me say that again. The selling merchant, that will be you. The selling merchant does not stock or own the inventory. Instead, they purchase inventory as needed from a third party to fulfill orders. Child, that ain't for me. The way I roll and the way I run my stuff, like, there's no way that will work for me. Why? Because when it comes down to my business and my brand, I am hands-on. I like to have control of everything, and that just wouldn't work for me, okay? And I'm going to give you my reasons why that does not work for me. But first, I'm going to tell you probably in my mind, my opinion of what I probably think one of the pros are and reason why people actually do drop shipping is because, one, you don't have to invest as much. You ain't got to worry about buying inventory. You ain't got to be worried about trial and error, trying out different vendors and distributors. So that way, and that, for that reason alone, it's more cost effective. You ain't really coming out of pocket, right? You ain't got to worry about packaging material. You don't have to worry about, none of that. You ain't got to worry about shipping nothing out. You ain't got to worry about none of that, right? And so it just was seen to, I ain't gonna say that, but it was seen to someone that it's just easy breezy, right? Like win-win. In my mind, that's the only thing I can see that as far as a pro of why you would consider using drop shipping, or why people who do drop shipping consider it. Now, I'm sure that they find other reasons, but I'm just saying that is the reason why I'm thinking in my mind why they would do it. I can't really think of no other pro other than it's cost effective, and you don't have to worry about shipping the product. You don't have to worry about storage space, storing items, and so forth and so on. But that ain't enough for me, right? And so I'm gonna tell you my top 3 reasons why that just wouldn't work for me. Okay, so my number 1 reason is, why would I want to sell a product that I don't have on hand? Okay, why would I want a product to be sent out to a customer not knowing the quality of that product? Now, I know what you're gonna say, Taj. You can, before you put an item on your website, before you sell it to a customer, you can order one from the vendor to make sure that you like it, the fit, the quality, and all of that, before you actually decide that you want to sell that in your boutique. No. what if you order one for yourself? Yeah, you like it, it's good quality, you like the fit of it, whatever the case may be. It runs true to size, or it may run a little small, whatever. And but let's say you satisfied with it, so you decide, okay, I'm going to sell it. Okay, let's just say it's a pair of pants, right? And you order a pair for you to try it out, test it out, feel it, see the quality of it, um see how fast the shipping comes to you. Like you pretty much try it out as the customer, and then you decide, okay, this is good, the shipping was fast, um the quality of these pants are good, they fit me good, they, pretty much everything that my target audience or ideal customer would want to buy. So you decide, okay, I'm going to put this on my website and offer, drop shipping for it. But just because you got that one and it was good doesn't mean that the other ones are going to be good. Here's what I'm trying to say. Everything that I have on hand. I mean, that's on my website, I have on hand. It is times, and I used to, when I first started, I was so eager and anxious to put new products and new arrivals out, that as soon as the vendor send me an email saying that your order has been shipped, I'm already posting photos and stuff like that on my website. Baby, I learned in the first year that that's a no. Now, I mean, we talking, 5 years later, I ain't like I got stuff that's sitting there that I still gotta put out. But I say that to say this. It has been times where I order something. I'm gonna give you a prime example. I ordered some dresses. And the dresses were like the t-shirt style dresses, but they were maxi dresses, and they had writing on it. I ordered the dress, and I get the dress. Before I put anything on my website, when I first get an order, the first thing I do is I bust open that package, and every single one, whether it's individually wrapped or on hangers or whatever, I go through each piece and I look at each piece. I look at the threading, I look at everything. I make sure that it is good and ready to be tagged and shipped out. This particular dress had writing on it. All of them looked good. They were nice, good quality, everything. I get to the last dress, and it was missing a whole word. Not even a misspelling. It was missing a whole word. I'm like, I know damn well. How did I saw this? So I take pictures. I email the manufacturer. Send them, the photos, let them know. And so what I ended up having to do is send the whole thing back. I had to send the whole thing back, and they were sold out, so I could not get any more. I say that to say, let's say it was drop shipping. Now all of them were good except for one. If it was, let's say it was drop shipping, and I get a good one that I order for myself, but then the vendor is sending the others out to my customers, and then one of my customers get one that's defective, because apparently the vendors and manufacturers, they don't fully check. Apparently sometimes I think that they be letting stuff slide. They probably see it and be like, we're gonna let that slide and see. They may not say nothing. And you get a good one, but then your customer get a one that's got a defect in it, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you rectify it? Like, first of all, you wouldn't even know, and then we gonna get there. But I say that to say, it's times. One time I ordered some jumpsuits, some blue. It was like the linen like jumpsuits, and one of them had a whole hole in it where the threading must have, I guess the machine missed, and it was a hole. I had to end up contacting the vendor or whatever and sending it back. It just so happened that they did have more, so I was able to, replace it. But still, like, things happen. I'm saying that to say things happen. If you are a boutique owner, I am sure that you have came across some items in your shipments. It may not happen all the time, but you should have had experience where you get something from a vendor and it is not what you thought, or there's a defect in something, or one of the, like, there's always, there not always, but sometimes there are issues with a shipment. If you have the item on hand, you could catch those things before they actually get to your customer, versus your customer getting it and then that's how you find out that there's a problem. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I like to control at least that aspect of it. I want my customers to, when they get their item in the mail, I know what it looks like. I know how it fits. I know the quality of it. I know that it's not defective. Like, I know this because I sent it. You don't know that if you're not sending it. And just because you order one little dress or jumpsuit or a pair of shoes or whatever, and yours was good and you got it in a good enough time, doesn't mean that your customer going to get the same thing. Doesn't mean that your customer is going to get it within the shipping time frame that you have on your website. Okay, so that's the first reason why drop shipping just not for me. The second reason is there's no way, in my opinion, right, to wow your customer. You can't personalize anything. You can't put your unique touches on the order or anything. Everybody know that small business owners, well, most of them, the ones that, small business owners, they go out their way to personalize, their orders. You might get you some little, what you call it, the little crinkle paper. You might get you some little, I've ordered from different small business owners where, they give me like little treats and candy or little keychain or whatever the case may be. I am one of those boutiques where I always have promotional items. That's just what I like. I like to always have something promotional that of course have my business, represents my business, have my either logo or name or something on it that I can send to my customers when they order. So with that being said, when you're doing drop shipping, I don't think there's a way that you could personalize any order. You're just going to get the product. That's it. So there's no way to wow your customer. There's no way for your customer to be like, oh, every time I order from so-and-so boutique or so-and-so whatever, I always get little this or little that. You can't really do that. You can't do that. You don't know, as a matter of fact, you don't know what these customers getting in their thing. You don't know if the merchandise smell like hot feet. You don't know because it's been in the storeroom. Baby, you don't know. You don't know. I have different little like pins that have my boutique name on it, the website, or my little slogan or whatever, or sometimes I give little notepads. I have shopping bags, like the bags that you go, like if you want to go to Sam's and you bring your own bag, I have those. Like, I like to always have promotional items so that, if I want to send one out with a customer or order, then I can personalize them. You know what I'm saying? I when it comes down to like your packaging, like your poly mailers and stuff like that, like sometimes some people, they use the post office box. I used to use the priority mailers and stuff like that. But you get to a point where, you get to a point, let me say that, you get to a point where you want to personalize your packaging. Now, if there is a program with the drop shipping that has to where you can actually send in some shipping stuff for them to personalize, but while it's still in all, that goes back to what I said previously, like, why would you want to trust somebody else to be able to send out your order? They ain't gonna put that special little wang wang on it the way you can, the way you will. They're not. And you have no idea of knowing until what? A customer contact you by email or however your contact information is and let you know, baby, I don't know what, baby, this was, something ain't right with this order. You clueless. You clueless because you ain't seen it anyway. Now, do the customer know that? Probably. Now, I'm sure no, but you know. So why would you want to? This is just me asking a genuine question. Like, why would you want someone else to be in control of your orders going out to your customers? You want to wow that customer so that they can return, right? You want a person, like, you want to put your, you want to put your own little touches on it, on that order. And you can't do that, in my opinion, with drop shipping. Sorry, I ain't got a phone call. But we're going to talk about my third reason why I just don't think that drop shipping would be for me, is because although stuff happens, right? Stuff happens. Some things you just can't avoid. You know what I'm saying? Like, things, shit happens. You know what I'm saying? So, but with that being said, although things happen, and we're talking about, I'm talking about with the postal service, USPS, UPS, whatever. Things happen. We all know that, right? But you most certainly can't avoid it if someone else is shipping it. Okay? You can't control or manage your shipping at all. Now, mind you, I do understand that once you drop it off to the postal service, then you really can't manage it anyway, right? But at least if I drop it off to be shipped, right? I know I dropped it off. I know that when I'm talking me personally, when I drop off a pack, when a customer order from me, I like to have, you will get your tracking number. If not the same day, sometime at least within 24 hours. And when you go to track it, it's tracking because I'm tracking with you, right? And because I like to, if there's a discrepancy, I would like to know before you even know, so that I can fix it or rectify it, and you not telling me, and I even if I have to email you, at least I'm on it. You know what I'm saying? But so I know, with that being said, we can't avoid things that happen with the postal service. Stuff happens a lot, all the time. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like you definitely cannot manage, control, or avoid anything if you're not even the one shipping it out. You know what I'm saying? So, how long will it take for the customer to get it, right? Although things happen with the postal service, I'm not talking about in transition. I'm talking about the fact that when was it actually shipped out? Did the vendor, whoever is responsible for shipping the package, did they send it out in a timely manner? Or is it just sitting in somebody's queue? You see what I'm saying? What happens if there's a problem with the package? The customer get it, there's a problem, right? I said this in reason number 2. But what happens that if there's a problem and the customer contacts you, what your response is going to be? Like, how would you respond? Because you really don't know anything. Like, you have, like, I don't know. How would you respond to that? What would be your response? Because if they're calling you, telling you, or they're emailing you, telling you that there's a discrepancy in the order, you ain't even the one who sent the order out. So you don't even know what they're talking about. Like, how would that work? You gotta contact the vendor to figure out what the issue would, like, it's just too much. It's way too much. I feel like, although things happen when it comes down to the postal service, but at least you have somewhat control when you're the one actually shipping it. You know you shipped it on time. You know you shipped it. You know you got a tracking number. The customer got it. You know you sent the customer a tracking number. Like, I don't see how you would respond if I had someone else to ship something. A customer contact me and tell me there's a discrepancy in the order. Maybe something is defective, or it's not actually what they ordered. You don't have no way of trying to figure out if that's true. You don't have, like what do you do? Like, I don't know. I just feel like, man, that just seemed like some old rinky-dink business. Like, it just don't seem legit. Like, why would I want to do drop shipping? like I said, I ain't trying to knock nobody. This is like some legitimate questions. Like, why would I want to do drop shipping if I'm like really about my business and branding? Why I can't really think of any reason. Listen, if you are someone who drop ships, I am seriously not trying to come for you, knock you for whatever, but I would certainly love, or if you even know about more about drop shipping, if you used to do it, or you know someone that does it, or whatever the case may be, drop down in the comment section. Let me know, what are some pros? Let's talk about it. What are some pros with drop shipping, other than what I said at the beginning of the video, that is cost effective? Like, you don't have to worry about storage or storing anything. You don't have to worry about the hassle of holding inventory, and you don't have to worry about purchasing packaging, and shipping material and stuff like that to ship your stuff. You don't have to worry about, going to the post office, mailing off stuff. You ain't got to worry about scheduling, for them to come pick up nothing. Like, you are pretty much hands free from it. All you got to do is promote it, whatever the case may be. Like, what are some pros? What are some real pros to drop shipping? Let's talk about it. If you like this video, be sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Also, hit the notification bell so you can be notified each and every time I upload. And if you like my channel and you love my vibe, come back for another video. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.